Hello everyone, welcome back to Redstone, A Beginner's Approach. I am Zerul, your conductor for today's train wreck of an episode. And today we're going to go ahead and look at the last of the power generating components here. We're looking at the daylight sensor, the detector rail, the tripwire latch, and the trap box there. Now in the last episode, if you remember, we went over the redstone block, which is kind of like a movable, strongly powered block, and the different pressure plates, the old standard as well as the new. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this. So let's go and start off with the trap chest. Now the trap chest is very simple. It can be either 1 or 2 wide, just like a standard chest, and when you open it, it sends a redstone signal as far as 1 away. So I guess you would call this a signal strength of, or a signal level of 1, because it goes 1 and then it cannot transmit any further there. So it will weakly power a block after that, or a block to the side of it, or what have you there, but it only powers 1. To show you what I mean here, in this example, you'll see we have no lights going on back there, and you'll see it does not power the second redstone. So to give you a more specific example of what this can be used for, especially for the devious, let's go back to here. So I've set up my TNT back here with a trap chest right in front of it there, which you could set it up a number of different ways there, but in this example, we open it up. Oh, look at that! Oh no, what could that be? Ah! And it detonates. And let's go ahead and try one more thing with this. Let's grab our TNT, and let's grab our trapped chest. Yep. See, it's as well as below. Now, and let's give one more test on this here, because something I was curious about all of a sudden there. Let's go ahead and say that we have... Yep, that's what I want to do there. Right, and then we have the chest. Yep, so it will transmit through the block underneath. So very sneaky way there of hiding stuff. To get so. I wonder what this could be. You just come across this chest out in the wilderness. Oh look, it's a sizzling sound. Detonate. So, trap chests should make adventure maps from here on out very, very interesting. So that's pretty much all there is to them there. So they apply a power source to pretty much all the blocks adjacent. A strong power source, it'll power weak power to the blocks adjacent to that, but again, it will only go 1, so it cannot go 2 blocks further than that there. Well, or rather, I should say, it can't transmit to redstone farther than that. So, that being said, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. This is the daylight sensor. So this is a fairly interesting device. Basically, it generates a variable strength redstone signal depending on the position of the sun in the sky there. So in this situation, it hits your 15 mark at about 4,300 to 4,600 time during that time frame. So let's say there. So it is basically directly overhead. Time set 7,600. It is still basically directly overhead. Time set 7,900, and so forth there. Whoops. Time set 8,200. And as the time progresses, let's see here. Yep, see, as the sun is starting to move down, this will slowly decrease over time. So, hits at about noon or so, it'll go to here, and then it slowly goes back down. So I don't know if I've not played around with this too much, so it might be possible to have this set up to work some kind of clock, or some kind of you might use it for some kind of alarm system or something like that when certain daylight times there. I was watching one of the Mindcracker's videos, Generic B, where he set it up when daylight showed up every day to set off a TNT explosive in B00's base. So very amusing. So there is our daylight sensor. Next up we have the Detector Rail. Now the Detector Rail is old school Minecraft. It's very simple, nothing new about it. And basically, let's go ahead and get that back since I just broke it for no apparent reason. There we go. Basically, when a cart is attached to it, it strongly powers the block that it is in and the blocks, or the block below it there. So, let's go ahead. See if I can do this correctly here. Here we go. So as you see, with the card in it, you really can't place anything above it, but this will get power, that will get power, that's got strong power, for example. This will transmit that way, but very simple. So the block below it and gets strong power. The block it is in gets strong power, so it can transmit strong power. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it there. You could use this for detecting when what a lot of people do this for is you put it right before a train rail, a powered rail to power it there, so it gives you another boost there. Let's go ahead and set the time again. The last one is a little bit confusing. So here's the tripwire hooks. Simply what a tripwire hook is a 2 blocks. Break this here real quick. There we go. It requires 2 hooks, and it requires a piece of string. Now, the hooks, there has to be, this is as small as you can get it. So, block, hook, another block, hook, another block. There has to be at least 1 block there, and as you will see, if you walk in the same square as the hook, it doesn't trigger. So, to give you this example here, let's say we set this up this way. Let's do it a little bit higher here. And then let's go all the way down here. There we go. So we now have a broken tripwire. Let's see here. Let's do this. Like so. So each block of string here will connect, and when you walk over it, there you go. And as you see, there is a hitbox for those. And connect that way. Cool, huh? Now, there seems to be a few glitches with this that I can tell, because it's acted a little bit oddly when I was testing this. Alright, so to give you the layout of this, it strongly powers each of the blocks that it is in. So, real simple, it means that in the standard flower shape here, it'll power this like so, and all the blocks around it get weak power, which means the other blocks don't get any power. Now, let's go ahead and do this real quick here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Now, you notice that I set this up. I was experimenting around with this, and this has to be a glitch of some sort because this doesn't seem normal for this. But let's take these. These are opaque blocks. Like I mentioned before, they act as kind of insulators. So, as an example, you can no longer walk in that without breaking it. There we go. And so you end up walking through it there. Putting it below this, if it's a block like this, doesn't seem to make a difference. Works just fine. However, works just fine. Works just fine. It messed up. Okay. And oh, look at that. That messed up too. It's all better again. So this has to be some kind of glitch of some sort. It seems like, at the moment, I don't know if that's changed much, but at the moment, for hooks that are facing east, and hooks, just to show you again, yep, that are facing north will not properly trigger when a opaque block is underneath it. It seems like it triggers just fine when the blocks are west and south. Now, I don't know which is supposed to be the intended, but that has to be a glitch of some sort, a directional glitch. So, for the time being, I would say go with the assumption, if you plan on using these, that it will not provide power. Well, correct myself here. That a opaque block placed underneath the tripwire hook will result in it not working. If they change it so that it doesn't matter, all well and better, but for the time being, that would be the assumption that I would make. A lot of people use these to make traps. They're present in the jungle temple, things like that. So, that's pretty much it there. So that's the last of the power generating components there. The trap chest, the daylight sensor, the detector rail, and the tripwire hooks, which seems to be really the most glitchy of them all. So next time we're going to go ahead and start talking about the way that transmission works. We're going to go ahead and do our first episode on the redstone dust. We're going to focus the entire episode on that. Then we're going to go ahead and throughout the episodes I'll explain and elaborate more on opaque versus transparent blocks there. And then I'll probably combine the comparator and the repeater into one episode. So in 2 to 3 episodes we should have the transmission components down. I probably won't worry about doing an episode on the receivers because these are all simple. They just do simple what they say. The dispenser dispenses, the dropper drops, the doors open, pistons move. They're all pretty simple. I might go into some detail with a few things, but I don't think we'll need to worry about spending entire episodes on those. Once we go over the way transmission works and a few transmission methods, at that point we're going to go ahead and start delving into some logic gates. Then we'll do some other things in addition to the logic gates, like lengtheners and shorteners and things like that. So, hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, a like is always appreciated, and I hope to see you next time. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.